This is chapter 3. This will be about the folders in Scenic map. When you click on the Scenic and you come to your home screen, you will have three big buttons on the top left side. When you click on the top left button, it will take you to different chapters on the left hand side. The first time we already looked at the map. When you click on it, it brings you back to your home screen. However, when you click on the second one where it says routes, this is actually where the folders are. When you click on it, it will bring you to this screen where you have a bunch of different folders where you save your rides for easy access. You have obviously your favorite. You can save them by the state or the route, one of the vacation that you take. Like for example, I went to New Mexico. I have saved up all my trips in New Mexico over here. It was actually easier for me to access them. But again, I am going to show you how to create a new folder. You have two ways you can create a new folder. If you can make these folders go with your finger all the way on right hand side, you will see an option says new folder. By clicking on it, it will give you a screen where it says add folder. You can give it any name you want. You can give let's say you're going to a trip in New York, you probably want to make New York folder. Or if you're going to South Carolina, you can give it South Carolina folder. Whatever name you want to give it. I will give this folder name test. I will save it. And now all of a sudden I have a new folder over here. Again, there's a second way you can also make a folder by clicking on the plus button sign. When I press the plus button over here, it gives me three options. I will not gonna go to first option, which is a create route or discover routes. I will come back to discover routes later. Right now, I'm showing you how to make folders. If you click on it, you can add another folder there. You can also delete folder by pressing and hold the folder button for a few seconds, and it will give you option to delete folder. You can delete folders as well. Now I'm going to show you how you look in the routes. I have several different routes over here. I have 180 favorite routes. I have somewhere close to 165 routes that I have created over the time. And I have several other routes. But again, let's just go to my favorite folder. When you go into the favorite folder, let's say, or any folder, doesn't matter, be favorite, doesn't matter. Let's just say big band or favorite. You can find rides several different ways. You have so many rides over here. It's impossible to go through every single ride what you're looking for. So let's say you are looking to go to a ride in this folder that takes you to a burger joint. So when you click on the top right hand side, you will see a button for search button. You can add just few letters, BUR, press done, and then it will give you every single ride that has the word BUR in it. You can go through this one and you can search through which route you were looking for. You can also do that with the numbers too. Let's say you are looking for number 2. When you click on it, any route that has the number 2 in it will appear on this one. On your favorite, it will search through it. When you cancel it, just cancel it out, and all your rides are over here again. Now, also see the routes. On the right hand side, you see two arrows. One is going up and one is going down. When you click on these two arrows, it gives you how these routes in these folders are located. You can see it from the longest, the shortest, the farthest, closest, newest, oldest. What are these? Let me just go a few of them. The longest one is, let's see if I put the word longest on top. If I click on it, the longest route in this folder will come to the top. And it will go down in the mileage. If you look over here on the top route over here, which says around Houston, it says this is 35 miles away. Am I miles away from where I am right now? It is 418 miles long, and it is approximately 9 hour and 25-minute long. It does not have any ratings. When you see those stars like that, it does not seem like anybody has given any rating. Now, if I'm looking for a very long route, and I say if I wanted to get away from people, I wanted to go away, I will probably search a route this way. However, there is a better way to search route too. You can click over here on the two arrows, and you say, what is the routes that are closest to me? When you click on that, you will find the routes that is closest to your home. For example, this route, it only starts 300 feet away from my house. And it is 66 miles long, and it is only 2 hour long route. Brenham Sunday. I can see the route, which is 22.1 miles away, 2.6 miles away. So I can pick a route that is closest to my house. You can also do that same way. The farthest on top. If I do that, the route that is farthest away from my house will show up over here. This one is over here in Talamina Drive. I believe this is probably in Oklahoma or in Arkansas, which is 393 miles away from me. It's 175 miles long, but again, we're just talking about how they have put the routes over here. You can also put them in alphabetic order. By doing so, the numeric order will come up first, and the routes will be placed over here. Now, this is just a short chapter over here on the routes. However, there are 3 buttons over here. I went on the further button, the one that goes up and down, that tells us how you can put these routes in this map. The second one is about, now this is an interesting one over here. Over here, you can make the changes over here. Like, for example, you wanted to change, let's say I am in a folder, in Oklahoma folder. Okay, and I wanted to move one of two this route here to a different folder. There is 2 different ways I can do that. Number 1, I can do it from this screen. I can click over here in the middle button. When I do that, it will give me an option, and I will highlight any route I want, 1, 2, or 3, or all of them, whatever. I have several options. I can move. If I click on the move, it gives me an option if I want to move to any of these folders. I can move it, or I can create a new folder all the way in the bottom, and I can move those routes into this new folder, or I can delete them by clicking on the left-hand side button. By doing so, I will delete these maps permanently from my Scenic map. Now, I will go back to the plus sign again. When I go back on the plus sign again, and remember it says the add folder. Now, I wanted to show you a second thing, which is very interesting. Discover routes. This does not discover routes what is inside your folders. This discover routes what other people have created in the different areas. For example, if I click on the discover routes, it will bring me to a screen like this. I can move it around. Let's say I am going for a weekend. I don't know. I am traveling, and let's just say, you know what? All right, let's just pick this area. All right, this looks like kind of good. So I will zoom in there in the Asheville area, and I will press all the way in the bottom button says find routes in this area. When I click that, it will start searching for the routes. Those were created by other people, not by me. These are not my routes. I can pick these routes and I can start using them. I can import them into my Scenic app, and I can use these one to go in there. Now, as you can see over here, there's a different routes over here. If I press on the bottom button over here, 1 to 5, 11 to 15, there's so many different people. There's 20, 23. As you can see, there's so many different routes over here. So let's just say a tail of the shrimp map. If I click on it, it will give me all the information about this one. If I press so here's the information. It is 61 mile long. It's a 1 hour, 27 minutes. So it's not that bad. Okay. On the bottom, it gives me the name of the person whose name it is, the rating that has been given by other people, or even the owner of this person can do that also. And I can add to route. I can add this when I click on this one, add this route to your routes. I don't want to do that, but I'm just want to show you. Now on the bottom, this is a very interesting one. If you put your finger and you move your finger around, it will show you not only the elevation of the road that you will be traveling, but also a crosshair will show up and it will show you where you are on the elevation route. Again, the more the elevation has the hills and valleys, you know it's going to be a good route. So this is really good. It goes all the way up to 4,304 feet in the 15 miles. And then it drops down to literally 2,100 feet. And also it goes back again to 3,400 feet, 3,500 feet. So again, this sounds like a good map. If I click on these four crosshair button on the top right hand side, this button, it will bring up to this screen where I can actually zoom in and I can see this route. I can see this route. Okay, so it starts in one place. I can start over here and I will take this. This looks like really good route. Look at this over here. I had no idea what this was. Trail of Shrimp was, but anyway, this looks very interesting. So you can discover other people's routes by going to that screen. Now, again, if I click on the X on the top right hand side, it will close it and it will show me other routes. I can, let's say, another route. Let's just pick another random route. I don't know. Let's just pick this green one, SDOA. I don't know, I saw this before earlier. I click on it and it gives me this information. It starts over here in the bottom. It doesn't look good because guess what? It's going through a city. I don't like to go through a city. But then it goes back over here and look. Looks like it's really a lot of twisties over here. So yeah, it started kind of messed up, but it looks like probably somebody was going to eat somewhere nice place and they decided to record this one while they were on their way. Yep, as you can see, it probably end up in some type of restaurant. But anyway, so you have the option to discover the routes. Now, another one, when you click on the plus sign, this will give you the third option, which is create route. When you create the route, you can create several different ways. This is a very important way how to create routes. This is more in-depth instructions. I will most likely give it tomorrow. So if you are interested learning how to use Scenic, stay tuned. I will be making a lot of videos and then I will have a question and answer. If you like, you can send me questions through the WhatsApp. Don't send me a private message. Send me in the group message so that way I can answer. So other people who probably thinking same thing, but sometimes people don't want to ask the question, I can answer and maybe other people can learn also. Again, thank you for watching these videos and I hope you use this app for your future rides and you have fun.